Hey everybody, this is Black and Fight Academy. Welcome, and we have something really special for you today. We've got a guest instructor. It's been a little while since we've had somebody on, and we are very happy about what we've got in store for you today. So I want to introduce you guys to Gabriel Peryam, also known as the Predator. He is a friend of mine. I have known him for how long would you say that we've known each other?
Yeah,
A minute. It's been a minute. Yeah, for quite a while. And this is actually Jordan's first time meeting Gabriel, so exciting stuff. Gabe, some of the stuff that you've accomplished in martial arts and the reason that I wanted to invite you, you've got both grappling and striking athletics. When you were young, you won a junior kickboxing belt, was that right?
Yes, sir.
All right, I remember one of the fascinating things about watching the championship bout was you kind of flummoxed the guy with, he didn't know what to do when you were kneeing him. So you just went to that well and really stuck, and it kind of set the tone for the way that you approach martial arts. Is being a step ahead, doing what they don't expect you to do. You've also wrestled. Tell us a little bit about your wrestling background.
So, I've 3 times I placed at Georgia high school states.
Yeah.
First time I was placed third.
Yep.
And then my junior and senior year I won the state championship.
Beautiful. Neither of us have won a state championship in wrestling. That's, if anything, I would say that those are the weaker portions of our game. Developed an aggressive guard because I had no patience. Or I didn't. So that's fantastic. And as and also you have competed in Jiu Jitsu tournaments as well. If I understand correctly, you are going to be getting back into competition post, COVID mania. As things pick back up, you're going to be getting back into it, right?
Sir.
That's right. What do you got going on?
So August 28th, I've actually got David Obas is putting on a purple belt tournament, and so 28th I'll be competing in the 170 and below purple belt tournament.
That's exciting. Obas puts on good shows. I've fought for him before, and so production value will be awesome. So anybody watching, go watch. Just go check it out. Right?
Yeah, I was looking at this above, but I'll be out of town the weekend that actually turning the time. Like,
Shame.
I know, right?
Yeah. Between the two of you, sweep it.
Yeah, 70 below and above.
Yeah. So nice. Yeah, we've talked a little bit back and forth about wanting to get back into trying to compete and stuff. So yeah, I think that's good. I'm glad to see things opening back up and the competition getting back underway with more people. I think that's awesome.
How did you get involved with combat sports? Has it kind of always been a thing?
Well, my mom have a joke in the family that I've been doing some form of jiu-jitsu before I was born.
Yeah.
Because when she was pregnant, when she was pregnant with me, she was still training at form of Japanese jiu-jitsu.
Oh, serious?
And then she had me, and then around 10 years old, I started wrestling. So I started wrestling Ozo County, the Six Autominer. And then he recommended me to come here, so I went to it all year round. 10 or 11 years later, here we are.
It's in the blood. It's in the blood. That's awesome. What got you to start? Was it? Oh, I remember exactly why. No. That wasn't what. I remember what it is. Was Jordan was always, even before he hit his growth spurt, he was like a freaky athlete. And so whenever he was on team sports, it was a mess because he could not understand why other 10-year-olds did not take like rec league softball like super seriously and would like yell at the other kids.
He was arrogant.
Oh, he was so angry. And I distinctly remember the moment where I told our mother, that like he needs to do an individual sport and he should probably do combat sports where it's all on him. Is you were playing like basketball, and there was a kid who was like 6'2" in middle school, and he couldn't hit a rebound. And Jordan was like berating this kid, like, "You're so tall. Why can't you put the ball in?" And I just turned him on, and I was like he's really good at sports, but like he should not be playing a team sport. It has to be just him. Success or failure. It's like it's got to be on him. And so that was actually why I do remember why you got into combat sports and how that happened. I had been doing it for a little while. But I do remember that being the catalyst, and it worked out. I mean, you've got a lot of talent. You've got some stuff done.
That's interesting. How would you describe your style of combat sports? Are you more of an aggressive person, top game player? I guess I'm speaking more from the jiu-jitsu side. You can probably touch on the striking side more. But how would you describe your style?
Top pressure.
Yeah.
Always going after it. I don't like especially in jiu-jitsu, people just lay back and all, whatever. Yeah. Stalling has never been a thing. Stalling always had a thing against it because it's just lame, especially for people who watch it. Over, like, first and foremost, we are entertainers.
Yeah.
So I always like to be professional, trying to score points. Match is never over till it's over.
I agree with that. And I agree that that's your style, but you're not a death gripper. You're not, overly tense. I'd say it's a very, like, almost the way that the Diaz brothers are always touching people in MMA. It's like Gabriel's always doing something. He's always moving. He's always working. So yeah, I agree with that. I also think I don't like stalling also because I personally feel as somebody who can be nervous in like social interactions. I feel like I'm introducing myself when I'm either competing or rolling with people too. And so it's like if I'm stalling or being overly protective or clamming up as far as working with somebody, I feel like I'm not giving an honest look at the lane. I feel like I'm not making myself vulnerable enough to get better. So yeah, I completely agree with that. I think that's a great perspective. Jordan, what do you think?
I agree. I think that's what jiu-jitsu is. I was kind of forced into it. Obviously, we've had a conversation. I was 140 pounds, 6'4" when I started, so I wasn't going to win on points. So I had to win with the triangle choke or something. So that's kind of how I established my game. Was always looking for finish because I'd usually be down on points unless I landed a big box sweep, and then I'd be up on points.
You've got a really entertaining style, partially just because your dimensions are so weird that like you do things where it's like I don't know what that is. Like sometimes Hodger Gracie would escape from something. I don't really know how he did it. It's so long and lanky, but he did it. Jordan's got some moves like that where it's like I don't really know what he just did, but it's pretty fun to watch.
Yeah, I still got some of my old lanky stuff. Kenny was recently. He saw me. I was in the bottom or south and took it back and was like, I don't think I've seen someone your size do that.
Yeah.
And it's just because that's how I developed my game.
Yep.
Very lanky, very lanky. So,
fantastic.
Very similar.
Well, look, I feel like we've gotten a good chance to talk shop a little bit about martial arts and everything. I understand you've got a couple moves you want to show, things you want to share with us, and we would love to learn it, and we'd love to see what you got in store for us.
Sounds good.
Fantastic.